Mercedes-Benz, a name synonymous with luxury and innovation, has a legacy that stretches over a century. But behind the gleaming star lies a complex and dark history. This is the untold story of Mercedes-Benz dark history. The journey begins in 1886 when Carl Benz patented the first automobile, the Benz patent motor wagon. This groundbreaking invention marked the dawn of a new era in mobility that changed the world forever. Carl Benz's patent motor wagon was revolutionary. It was the world's first true automobile, powered by an internal combustion engine. This invention laid the foundation for modern transportation. But it wasn't until 1888 that the world saw the true potential of this invention, thanks to a daring journey by Carl's wife, Bertha Benz. On August 5, 1888, as dawn broke over Mannheim, Bertha Benz made a bold decision. At 5 a.m., without informing her husband Carl, she and her teenage sons, Eugen and Richard, quietly prepared the Benz patent motor wagon for a journey that would span over 60 miles to Wartime. Setting off in the early hours, Bertha aimed to demonstrate the practicality of the automobile. But the journey was fraught with challenges. The roads were unpaved and bumpy, testing the resilience of the motor wagon's three wheels. Long into their journey, the car began to sputter and slow down. Bertha realized that the fuel line was clogged. With remarkable ingenuity, she used her hat pin to clear the blockage, restoring the flow of ligroin and getting them back on their way. After a day of arduous travel, Bertha and her sons arrived in Wartime, demonstrating the viability of the automobile. This journey not only showcased the potential of the patent motor wagon, but also cemented Bertha Benz's place in automotive history. In 1893, Carl Benz produced actual pivot wheel steering to the vehicle, which proved its movement and maneuvering. Then, after 3 years, he introduced the Contra engine, which is the ancestor of the modern four-stroke petrol engine. But the great revolution of the Contra engine was in 1894. The Benz Velo was one of the first cars, introduced by Carl Benz in 1894 as the follow-up to the patent motor wagon. The early Velo had a 1-liter engine, 1.5 horsepower, and later a 3-horsepower engine giving a top speed of 19 kilometers per hour. The Velo was officially introduced by Carl Benz as the Velocipede and became the world's first standardized serial production automobile in history. The Velocipede remained in production between 1894 and 1902, with a final count of over 1,200 produced. The Velo also inspired numerous copies, including Marshall in Manchester, Star Wolverhampton, and Paddock Wood, of which only 12 were built. Tune of the century Benz & Co. becomes the leading manufacturer of the automobiles in the world. It had over 430 employees. 2 years later, on January 24, 1903, Carl Benz left the company, although he remained as director on the board of management through its merger with DMG in 1926. He remained on the board of the new Daimler-Benz Corporation until his death in 1929. In the early 20th century, another visionary, Gottlieb Daimler, along with Wilhelm Maybach, was pushing the boundaries of engine technology. Their paths would eventually converge with that of Carl Benz. In 1884, they achieved an engine of 1 horsepower at 600 rotations per minute. After testing the engine on a 2-wheeler, Daimler ordered a carriage from Hamburg, and under Maybach construction they installed a 1.5 horsepower engine in the carriage. It became the world's first 4-wheel automobile and was tested secretly overnight, accelerated by his invention and with Maybach help. He employed 23 workers, but the factory was not sustainable, although it was a big workshop, but the production of boat motors brought some profit. With demand for engines growing, he needs financial support. His last hope was cooperation with gunpowder manufacturer Max Duttenhofer and his friend Wilhelm Lorenz, which corporate in the foundation of Stack Corporation in 1890. Daimler Motor and Gesellschaft offered Maybach a contract of a technical director, but he refused without Daimler. And after the exclusion of Gottlieb Daimler, the technical position of the company will be far from success. Meanwhile, Maybach Phoenix Motors was getting more success. A group of English industrials wanted to buy the license rights. All previous efforts to get Maybach back to Stuttgart were failing on his condition that Gottlieb Daimler returned to the company as well. The management finally have to give up, and the two friends was at board once again. This new constellation brought the Daimler Motor Corporation in 1895 to a massive change. Maybach committed all his offers to make the company more competitive again. But his old friend died on 6th of March, 1900, just before the first Mercedes entered the production. The invention of a fast-running engine and the automobile Gottlieb Daimler and Carl Benz need the foundation. Both dragged their own developments in the company, and both were looking for a catchy and unmistakable brand name. And by the turn of the century, the Daimler Motor Corporation obtained a new brand name: Mercedes. This Spanish name belongs to a young girl, Mercedes Jelinek, the daughter of Austrian Emil Jelinek, who was enthused about automobiles. Being the best at a time, he demanded the fastest and more powerful vehicles ever made, presenting continuous challenging for the chief engineer Wilhelm Maybach. From 1899, Jelinek enter his vehicles in races, especially in nice speed race. The driver and his team were registered as the name of his 10-year-old daughter Mercedes. A fatal accident occurred in 1900, so Jelinek asked for a more faster lightweight car. The new name of developed car was Sports and Race Car Mercedes. With 35 horsepower, it was the first to bear the name Mercedes. With its low center of gravity, lightweight steel chassis, and high-performance engine, it was regarded today as the first modern automobile.
Benz and C continued to innovate with models like the 1906 Benz Parsifal, featuring a 24-horsepower, 3.3-liter four-cylinder engine and advanced suspension system. The Parsifal offered a smoother and more comfortable ride, appealing to the growing market of automobile enthusiasts. The 1910s saw continued advancements in automotive technology. At the Berlin Motor Show, DMG unveiled the Mercedes Knight, equipped with a novel sleeve valve engine. This engine design provided quieter and more efficient performance, setting a new benchmark in automotive engineering. But history is often marked by conflict. On June 28, 1914, a sunny morning in Sarajevo, Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, and his wife Sophie embarked on a fateful journey through the city streets. Suddenly, gunshots rang out, and in an instant, their lives were tragically cut short. This act of violence sparked a conflagration, igniting the flames of vengeance and setting the stage for a global conflict. The assassination fueled a thirst for retribution in the heart of Emperor Wilhelm II. With a call to arms, Germany mobilized its forces, and the Great War, as it came to be known, began. The repercussions were felt far and wide, touching every corner of society, including the burgeoning automotive industry. During World War I, from 1914 to 1918, Mercedes-Benz, then still Daimler and Benz, shifted their production to support the German war effort. One of their key contributions was the 1914 Daimler armored car, featuring a 60-horsepower engine and reinforced armor plating, the Daimler DZVR. This heavy-duty artillery tractor, with its 100-horsepower, four-cylinder petrol engine and solid rubber tires, was invaluable for towing heavy artillery pieces, especially in muddy and difficult terrains. The Daimler MD14-30, an armored car with a four-cylinder, 30-horsepower engine, featured a machine gun mount and armored body, making it essential for reconnaissance and patrol duties. The Benz Gaggenau 412, a light-duty transport vehicle with a four-cylinder engine producing 12 horsepower, was primarily used for carrying supplies and equipment, making it an essential part of the logistics network. For heavier loads, the Benz Gaggenau JP17 was indispensable. With a six-cylinder, 75-horsepower engine, this heavy-duty truck transported military equipment and supplies with remarkable robustness and reliability. In 1920, Mercedes-Benz introduced the 2895 PS, a powerful and luxurious vehicle with a 7.3-liter six-cylinder engine, producing 95 horsepower and reaching a top speed of 62 miles per hour. In 1924, Mercedes-Benz unveiled the Model K, epitomizing the elegance and sophistication of the era. With its supercharged 6.2-liter inline-six engine, the Model K set new standards for performance and luxury. As the decade progressed, the S-Series sports cars emerged, becoming legends in their own right. The Mercedes-Benz SSK, with its powerful supercharged 7.1-liter engine and sleek design, produced up to 300 horsepower, becoming the dream car of enthusiasts and the champion of racetracks worldwide. By the end of the 1920s, Mercedes-Benz had firmly established itself as a leader in innovation, luxury, and performance. The models of this era were not just cars. They were symbols of an age marked by progress and ambition.
In the turbulent year of 1930, a shadow falls across Germany. Adolf Hitler, a charismatic but dangerous figure, emerges from the ashes of the Great War. With honeyed words, he promises strength and a return to national pride. A balm for a nation still reeling from economic hardship and the scars of conflict. A desperate nation listens, and Hitler's influence begins to spread like a noxious weed. As the Nazi Party rises to power, its influence spreads like a dark cloud across Germany. This will not leave the prestigious car manufacturer Mercedes-Benz. The winds of change are undeniable. A symbol of this new order emerges, the Mercedes-Benz 770K Grosser. This heavily armored behemoth becomes Hitler's preferred mode of transportation. The Grosser was more than just a car. It was a rolling symbol of Nazi power. Hitler needed an image of invincibility, and the Grosser provided it. While marketed as a luxury car, the Grosser underwent significant modifications for Hitler's use. Reinforced armor, bulletproof glass, and advanced communications turned it into a mobile command center. And then there's the G4. More than just a car, it's a symbol, a mechanical manifestation of Hitler's own aspirations. This robust, all-conquering machine, a development of the earlier G1 model, was a marvel of German engineering for its time. The G4 boasted a powerful inline-8 engine, initially displacing 5 liters and delivering a modest 100 horsepower. Later versions saw increases to 5.2 liters and then 5.4 liters, offering slightly more power, but fuel efficiency remained a concern. Despite this, the G4's true strength lay in its rugged construction. This 3-axle behemoth, unlike its passenger car counterparts, featured a unique 6x4 configuration with twin rear axles. This, coupled with its rigid axles and semi-elliptic leaf springs, provided exceptional off-road capability. Hydraulic brakes with servo assistance on all wheels ensured control even on the most treacherous terrain. While the G4 projected an image of invincibility, its limitations became evident as the war progressed. Its high fuel consumption and vulnerability to enemy fire made it less effective in later campaigns. 1936 saw the debut of the Mercedes-Benz 540K, a masterpiece of design and performance. Featuring a supercharged 5.4-liter inline-8 engine, the 540K delivered 180 horsepower and could reach speeds of up to 110 miles per hour. Its striking lines and luxurious appointments made it a favorite among the elite. Mercedes-Benz's commitment to performance was also evident on the racetrack. The W25 Silver Arrow, introduced in 1934, dominated Grand Prix racing with its advanced aerodynamics and powerful supercharged engine. With a top speed of 190 miles per hour, the W25 secured numerous victories and solidified Mercedes-Benz's reputation in motorsport. However, the history of Mercedes-Benz is not without its darker chapters. September 1939, Europe falls into World War II. During World War II, the company's factories were repurposed for military production, and its vehicles, like the Mercedes-Benz 770K, became associated with the Nazi regime. Mercedes-Benz trucks were a crucial part of Nazi logistics. Their reliability and capacity allowed them to transport vital supplies to battlefields across Europe and North Africa. Mercedes-Benz L3000, this versatile 3-ton truck, was the workhorse of the German military. Its reliable diesel engine and robust design made it suitable for a wide range of tasks, from transporting ammunition to towing artillery pieces. Produced from 1938 to 1944, over 27,700 L3000s were built, making it the most produced Mercedes-Benz truck of the war. Mercedes-Benz L4500, introduced in 1940, the L4500 was a heavier-duty truck designed for carrying heavier loads and operating in harsher conditions. Its 4.5-ton capacity proved valuable for transporting troops and equipment on the Eastern Front. Production continued until 1943, with the focus shifting towards lighter and more fuel-efficient vehicles. Mercedes-Benz LG 3000, this earlier model, produced from 1935 to 1938, was another key contributor to the German war effort. It shared many similarities with the L3000, but its production was phased out in favor of the newer model. Beyond the workhorses, Mercedes-Benz also produced specialized trucks for various military applications. Mercedes-Benz L1500A. This light truck was used for reconnaissance and liaison duties. Mercedes-Benz LO2000, a heavy semi-trailer truck used for transporting tanks and other bulky equipment. The year is 1942. The sands of North Africa stretch out endlessly under a relentless sun. Erwin Rommel's Afrika Korps fights a desperate war against overwhelming odds. But even in this desolate landscape, German engineering prowess is on display. Mercedes-Benz was deeply entangled with the Nazi war machine. They weren't just building luxury cars for Hitler's elite. Their factories churned out a range of military vehicles that kept the German war effort rolling. This is the workhorse of the German army, the L1500S. A reliable 4x2 truck, it could haul troops and supplies across treacherous terrain. Over 19,000 were built, forming the backbone of German logistics. Nicknamed the Papa Mobile by soldiers, it was built for comfort and prestige, used by high-ranking officers to survey the battlefield. Though some considered it too luxurious for wartime, its off-road capabilities were undeniable. But even the most advanced vehicles couldn't guarantee victory. The tide of the war was turning. The Allies had their own mechanized forces, specifically designed to counter the German blitzkrieg tactics. As the battle rages on, the limitations of the Mercedes-Benz war machine become clear. While their vehicles were well-engineered, they were ultimately produced for a war of conquest, not a war of attrition. By the war's end, the once proud German military machine lay in ruins, and the legacy of Mercedes-Benz during this dark period would forever be tarnished. During the war, Mercedes-Benz factories were not only used for producing military vehicles, but also relied on forced labor from concentration camps. This dark period is a painful chapter in the company's history. Forced labor was a grim reality for many during World War II, and companies like Mercedes-Benz played a significant role in the exploitation of these workers. Acknowledging and reconciling with this past is crucial for historical accountability. Thousands of forced laborers were subjected to inhumane conditions, working long hours in dangerous environments. Their contributions, made under duress, were a significant part of the wartime production efforts. Mercedes-Benz has taken steps to address its wartime history, including supporting historical research and contributing to compensation funds for forced laborers.
1945. Germany lay in ruins, its industry shattered by the ravages of war. Among the debris stood Mercedes-Benz, a company determined to rise from the ashes. The path to recovery was daunting, but the spirit of innovation and excellence endured. With relentless determination, the workers of Mercedes-Benz began the arduous task of rebuilding. Factories were restored and production lines revived. The company resumed its mission to create vehicles that would once again set the standard for automotive engineering. In 1946, the first post-war model, the Mercedes-Benz 170V, rolled off the assembly line. Powered by a 1.7-liter, four-cylinder engine producing 38 horsepower, the 170V was a symbol of resilience and ingenuity. It was practical, reliable, and marked the beginning of a new chapter for Mercedes-Benz. By 1949, Mercedes-Benz introduced the 170S, an evolution of the 170V. With a larger 1.8-liter engine, producing 52 horsepower, and a more refined design, the 170S appealed to a growing market of post-war consumers seeking comfort and style. The 170S boasted luxurious interiors, with advanced features such as improved suspension and enhanced safety measures. It was a testament to Mercedes-Benz's commitment to quality and innovation, even in challenging times. In 1951, Mercedes-Benz unveiled the 300 Adenauer, named after German Chancellor Konrad Adenauer. This flagship model featured a 3.0-liter inline-six engine, producing 115 horsepower. With its elegant design and advanced engineering, the 300 set new standards for luxury and performance. The 300 was more than just a car. It was a symbol of post-war recovery and the rebirth of German engineering prowess. Its top speed of 100 miles per hour and sophisticated features made it the vehicle of choice for statesmen and dignitaries around the world. The pinnacle of Mercedes-Benz innovation in the 1950s came with the introduction of the 300 SL Gullwing in 1954. This iconic sports car, with its distinctive upward opening doors, captured the imagination of enthusiasts and critics alike. Powered by a 3.0-liter inline-six engine with mechanical fuel injection, the 300SL produced 215 horsepower and could reach speeds of up to 160 miles per hour. Its lightweight tubular frame and aerodynamic design set new benchmarks for performance and style. In 1955, Mercedes-Benz expanded its sports car lineup with the introduction of the 190SL. Sharing the styling cues of the 300SL, the 190SL featured a more affordable 1.9-liter four-cylinder engine, producing 105 horsepower. It offered the elegance and performance of its sibling in a more accessible package. The 190SL quickly became a beloved model, praised for its beauty, reliability, and driving pleasure. It embodied the spirit of Mercedes-Benz, combining luxury, innovation, and performance in a way that few others could match.
In 1957, Mercedes-Benz unveiled the 220S, part of the WWII Ponton series. Powered by a 2.2-liter inline-six engine producing 100 horsepower, the 220S featured a refined design and luxurious interior, setting new standards for mid-size sedans. That same year, the 300D Adenauer was introduced, continuing the legacy of the 300 series. With a 3.0-liter inline-six engine producing 160 horsepower, the 300D combined elegance and performance, favored by dignitaries and statesmen for its sophisticated design and advanced features. 1959 marked the debut of the W111 Fintail series, a groundbreaking design that incorporated new safety features. The 220, 220S, and 220SE models, powered by 2.2-liter engines with outputs ranging from 95 to 120 horsepower, showcased Mercedes-Benz's commitment to innovation and safety. The 220SE Cabriolet, with its elegant lines and luxurious interior, became an instant classic. Powered by a 2.2-liter fuel-injected engine, the 220SE offered 120 horsepower and a top speed of 106 miles per hour, epitomizing the blend of performance and sophistication. In 1963, Mercedes-Benz unveiled the 600, also known as the Grosser Mercedes. This flagship model featured a 6.3-liter V8 engine producing 250 horsepower. The 600 was a marvel of engineering, equipped with advanced features such as air suspension, power-assisted doors, and a sophisticated hydraulic system. The Mercedes-Benz 600 quickly became the vehicle of choice for world leaders, royalty, and celebrities. Its unmatched luxury and cutting-edge technology made it a symbol of power and prestige. 1963 also saw the introduction of the W113 Pagoda SL, with its distinctive concave roofline. The 230 SL, powered by a 2.3-liter inline-six engine producing 150 horsepower, offered a perfect balance of elegance and performance. The Pagoda SL became a beloved icon, celebrated for its timeless design and driving pleasure. As the decade drew to a close, Mercedes-Benz introduced the W108 series in 1965. The 250S, 250SE, and 300SE models, powered by engines ranging from 2.5 to 3.0 liters, continued the tradition of excellence. These sedans combined cutting-edge technology with luxurious comfort, setting new benchmarks in the automotive world. From 1955 to 1965, Mercedes-Benz redefined luxury, performance, and innovation. These iconic models not only set new standards but also captured the imagination of car enthusiasts worldwide.
1968 saw the debut of the W114 and W115 series, affectionately known as the Stroke 8. This new generation of mid-size sedans showcased Mercedes-Benz's commitment to innovation and style. The W114, W115 series was a symphony of engineering brilliance, combining practicality with elegance. The W114 and W115 series featured a range of engines, from the economical 2.0-liter inline-four in the 200D, producing 55 horsepower, to the powerful 2.8-liter inline-six in the 280E, delivering 160 horsepower. These models offered a driving experience like no other, with luxurious interiors and advanced safety features that set new benchmarks in the industry. In 1971, Mercedes-Benz introduced the R107 SL series, a line of sports cars that would captivate the world for nearly 2 decades. The R107 SL series was a testament to Mercedes-Benz's dedication to style and performance, with its timeless design and exhilarating driving dynamics. The R107 SL series offered a range of powerful engines, including the 3.5-liter V8 in the 350 SL, producing 200 horsepower, and the 4.5-liter V8 in the 450 SL, delivering 225 horsepower. These roadsters were designed for those who sought the thrill of open-top motoring without compromising on luxury and comfort. 1972 marked the arrival of the W116 series, the first Mercedes-Benz models to bear the prestigious S-Class designation. The W116 series was a groundbreaking achievement, representing the pinnacle of automotive luxury and technological innovation. The W116 series featured pioneering safety innovations, such as anti-lock brakes and reinforced passenger cells. The 450 SE, powered by a 4.5-liter V8 engine with 225 horsepower, epitomized power and elegance, while the 300 SD, with its 3.0-liter inline-5 turbodiesel engine, combined efficiency with luxury, setting a new standard for diesel performance in luxury sedans. In 1974, Mercedes-Benz unveiled the W123 series, a range of vehicles that would become synonymous with reliability and durability. The W123 series was a testament to Mercedes-Benz engineering excellence, designed to endure the test of time. The W123 series featured a diverse lineup of engines, including the 200D with its 2.0-liter diesel engine producing 55 horsepower, and the 280E with its 2.8-liter inline-6 engine delivering 185 horsepower. These vehicles were renowned for their robustness, versatility, and luxurious comfort, making them beloved by drivers around the world. As the decade drew to a close, Mercedes-Benz introduced a legend in the making, the G-Class. Launched in 1979, the G-Class, or G-Wagon, was designed to conquer the toughest terrains with unparalleled capability and style. The G-Class featured a range of powerful engines, including the 2.8-liter inline-6 in the 280GE, producing 150 horsepower, and the 3.0-liter diesel in the 300GD, delivering 88 horsepower. With its rugged body-on-frame construction and advanced four-wheel drive system, the G-Class became the ultimate off-road vehicle, cherished for its durability and iconic design. From 1965 to 1980, Mercedes-Benz redefined luxury, performance, and innovation. These iconic models not only set new standards, but also captured the imagination of car enthusiasts worldwide. Each vehicle, a testament to Mercedes-Benz's relentless pursuit of perfection, has become a cherished chapter in the story of automotive excellence. Thank you for joining us on this captivating journey through the legacy of Mercedes-Benz. If you enjoyed this documentary, please like, subscribe, and share with fellow car enthusiasts.